y'all, my name is Casey Coop, and welcome to Zodiac Axis, a game that is available on Game Jolt as something of a demo, and it is by Studio Theophilus. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that. I am terrible at pronouncing things correctly, unfortunately, but this is a visual novel game that was kickstarted last year, and is available on Steam Greenlight as well from last year, and you take the role of a journalist who is trying to learn more about the spirit of the Zodiac, which is supposed to be in a certain amount of people. So, we're gonna get right into that and get our journalist job, get our journal going, and hop right into it. Move your mouse over the fan. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, that is freaking fantastic. I love that. That is... I could just play with this all day. Okay, anyway. As you play icons from here, you're gain affection from a character. Oh, that's cool. This is so neat. I already like it. I haven't even started it yet. It's like 2 seconds in, and I'm already in love with it. Anyway. Okay, you can... Okay, I get it. Got you. Okay. In we go. Being ordinary is dangerous. That was the first thing I heard in the journalism major. The class was taught by Mr. Finch, a tall man with high cheekbones and a skull that rounded into a pointed beak nose, just like his namesake. Namesake! Oh my gosh, somebody shoot me. He took all of us, 80-something journalism majors, and 100 general education students by surprise. In our experience, ordinary people were never dangerous. It was always the outliers, the extremists, the ones who made headlines wherever they walked. But then he continued. Being ordinary is dangerous to yourself. Don't be ordinary. Be ordinary and you will die. That's why you're supposed to be extraordinary. And he proceeded to barrel through a long list of journalists who had died in action. It was the grimmest class we'd ever had, particularly grim for an entry-level writing for journalism. Here's how you don't die, Mr. Finch said. Before you do anything, think. Review. Compile all the major events of your existence into a timeline that you can later critique for literary analysis. Ask yourself, this thing I'm about to do, is this something that the average person would do? If the answer is yes, then don't do it, because humanity is, on average, utterly moronic. He drilled it into us until it replayed incessantly in our minds like a broken record. Don't be ordinary. Don't be ordinary. Don't be ordinary. Surpass the ordinary, replace the ordinary, be extraordinary. Think, review. Compile all the major events of your existence into a timeline that you can later critique for literary analysis. That was Mr. Finch's mantra. Good advice. And somewhere along the way, it also became mine. Boom, boom.
Heart.
Oh, hello. Hart, you really sure about this? The crowd out there is dangerous. You might get shot. Don't worry. I'll make sure to stick the landing. I can't believe you have the guts to choke at a time like this. Sorry, it's a bad habit I picked up along the way. How are we doing on time? It's been 10 minutes. I think we have to go without him.
Well...
Probably changed his mind and ditched. We can't wait around any longer. Are you ready? Yeah! In kinder circumstances, I probably would have never met this woman. Unfortunately, these aren't kinder circumstances, and I've met this woman. I straighten and look her in the eye with confidence. Fake confidence. Well, that'll work. Ready as I'll ever be. What do I look like? And this is where I think, review, and compile all the major events of my life into a timeline that I can later critique for literary analysis. Some say that it's akin to watching your life flash before your eyes. Mr. Finch would have flunked their papers for using stale platitudes. If I were a good novelist, I would start at the beginning of the story, exposition, setup, irony, and you would know exactly who was doing what. But I'm not a good novelist, so I won't. That's the thing. Like, I'm trying to make Let's Play videos, but, you know, everybody's making Let's Play videos. Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to be everybody. But I don't do it to be somebody, and I don't do it to be everybody or just anybody. I want to be myself, and even though you might look at other people and say, hey, I want to be just like them, that's my idol, I want to be just exactly like them, then you just become the same carbon copy, and they're only, say, subscribing to your channel or looking at your footage or vlogs, whatever, because it reminds you of someone else. You want to watch somebody's work because of them, not because they reminded you of somebody. It's like the same with like, oh, I want to talk to this person because they remind me of my dead so-and-so. That's not, I don't know, it's not as fulfilling. So if I could go out there and be myself and do what I love, and people turn out to like the same things that I love, like what I put out there, that's perfectly fine by me, and I'll be happy. I'll be happier for it. But for now, let's get back into our journalist role. I'm a journalist, and journalism always starts right in the middle. We explain as we go along, as the need calls. So I won't start the story from when I was born, or when I graduated college. Even when I sent out 32 job applications within 2 months and had all of them rejected. I'll start from the middle. My 33rd job application, and the one time where I was accepted. Oh boy. August 20th. So pretty. I would love this as a wallpaper. Huh? A phone call from an unknown number? Hello? Welcome to me. Oh wait, no, is this me? Welcome to me. Innocent, lovely little me, worried about nothing but finding a job as an untalented, fresh out of college, journalism graduate. I had a long series of very grand accomplishments, including, but not limited to, 32 job applications in 2 months, 10 interviews, none of which resulted in offers, a lot of polite rejection emails that didn't feel very polite upon receipt. My worries were very normal, almost mundane. But at the time, they seemed insurmountable. 1. Student loans. 2. Housing costs. 3. How to not bum around as an unemployed loser. And what was not included in my list of worries: 1. Masterminds. 2. Execution ceremonies. 3. How to get out of a barricaded house while on fire. Basically, life was much calmer at this point. Much kinder. I liked calm. I liked kind. Unfortunately, they didn't seem to like me. Miss Hart. Is this the woman who goes by the name of Allison Hart? Is this person using a voice changer? Yes, that's me. Indeed. Very good indeed. On this day, 1 week prior, you applied for Supernature, did you not? That's correct. Supernature, huh? Supernature was a famous, well, infamous, really, online tabloid that specialized in the supernatural. It was a necessity for any self-respecting tinfoil hat conspiracists. Supernature considered everything to be supernatural. Everything. Aliens. From politics to health to the stock market to petty crimes, Supernature's writers were convinced that another realm had a hand in the matter. Pixies, leprechauns, invisible dragons, they exist all around us, manipulating prices, changing the weather, decorating the city in graffiti. Honestly, it was an absurd website. But somehow, Supernature was extremely successful. The reviews, comment counts, and advertising premiums were something to behold. Maybe it's because the netizens were bored. Or maybe Supernature had cracked the code to viral content. Either way, they had a job listing, and I didn't have a job. We were a match made in heaven. Judging from the quality of their writing, my skills are up to par. But we'll see what they're looking for. If I get accepted, at least I might get experience in the media field. Otherwise, I'm about to start looking for an entry level in any industry. Well, Miss Hart, I am the founder of Supernature. Oh. Oh! Is that big? Or normal? How extensive is Supernature's staff? Yes, I am pleased to inform you that your application has passed preliminary inspection. Are you available at the moment? We may start our interview at once. Fire away, sir. Very good. Firstly, what is your opinion regarding baby wallabies? That is incredibly random. But wallabies are so cute! Okay, I'm not gonna say what, and no. Not that, no. I guess I can say spirit animal. They're my spirit animal. They're really cute. I love them. That's exactly what I would say. You could even say they're my spirit animal. Most interesting. The next query is thus. Are you calm under pressure? Well, at least this is a normal question. Such as during a crisis or making a split-second decision. Such as while being shot at or while being held hostage. Huh. I'm gonna have to be honest. Who would be calm under that kind of pressure? Someone is shooting at you, held you at gunpoint. You think you're gonna die. You're wondering if you left the oven on. You're wondering if you fed your dog before you left the house. And you're gonna be like, oh, I go through this all the time. That's perfectly fine. No. Who would be calm under that kind of pressure? Well. Soldiers. Oh. Don't soldiers get PTSD for a reason? Only the weak ones. You're crazy. Oh. Oops. I probably shouldn't have said that to a potential boss. Oh, good God. So your answer is that you would not be calm. Well, I mean, at least he doesn't seem offended. But how can I answer this question? I haven't faced that kind of crisis yet, so I won't know until I land in it. I see. Then my last question. Wait, already? There's only been 2 questions. Alright. When faced with an instance that is bizarre, something beyond your comprehension, what is your first hypothesis? My first what? Let us say that you see something superhuman, or witness an object flying over even while no one is around to push it. What would your first reaction be? I'd be unnerved, but curious. Okay, get away, a computer wants me to update. Nobody wants to do that. Perhaps I ought to rephrase. Would you strive to only find a naturalistic explanation? Would you eliminate any possibility of a supernatural cause? Yeah, so, short story. I went to Build-A-Bear for the first time a couple years ago, and I got a Toothless doll, and I was so excited. And then I went to go see Annabelle right after, and I took my Toothless doll home, and then I went to go see Annabelle. And then after seeing that terrifying movie, I come back, and I swear to God, Toothless had moved, and I was like, nope. I promptly threw him in the trash the same day I bought him. Anyway, when in doubt, leprechauns. Always leprechauns. Leprechauns? They have tons of gold. I like gold. Logical enough. For real? Miss Hart, while you like the polish of a professional, I sense a great deal of potential in you. I believe that in this situation, employment could be rather advantageous. I can't say that. Oh my God. Beneficial for the both of us. Sorry, sir. I like polish? You are rather ordinary, Miss Hart. Relatable to the point of blandness. There is absolutely nothing noteworthy about you that sets you apart from the common man, save for your grammatical expertise. Ouch. Listen. Be crazy, Miss Hart. Be brave. Be me. I'll be sending over a contract shortly. Read over it carefully and inform me if you require any elaboration. A contract, sir? Well, I'm saying that you have the job, should you want it. I'm currently sending a contract to the email address listed on your resume. I have the job? With those 3 questions? If only it were that easy. Thanks? I hope you will prove to be more eloquent in interviewing ghosts. Very well, Miss Hart. Well, damn, I got a job in like 5 minutes. That is wicked. Oh, right, ghosts. Supernatural online tabloid. The unusual voice on the other end of the phone would become very important, eventually. In fact, maybe one day it would become my only lifeline in a time of utter chaos. August 21st. It's been 24 hours. Huh? Oh, looks like this is the same number. Time to investigate the world of ghosts, goblins, and ghouls. Hello, boss? Hello, Miss Hart. The name is Pathfinder. Oh, good lord. Still the voice disguiser. I guess that this will be a regular thing. Alright, Pathfinder. I trust that you are now thoroughly knowledgeable on the history of our most honorable establishment. Do you mean to tell me that you have been idle? No, of course not. but looking up insights on social media isn't exactly reputable. I wasn't even aware that Supernature even had a history page, or any normal information for that matter. Supernature was founded 4 years ago. Because... Time for an educated guess. Because there was a lack of coverage on supernatural events. That's why I went viral. It was the first of its kind. Indeed, Miss Hart. There is one thing unique to humanity, the thirst for truth. For decades, nay, millennia, people have walked through their daily lives beneath a cloud of ignorance. They, blinded by trivial worries and limited worldviews, fail to accept any truth beyond the mantle of their own experience. Okay, Pastor Pathfinder, calm down.
Miss Hart?
And that, Miss Hart, is why Supernature has become great. We are not afraid to speak the truths that others are fearful to explore. We are not afraid to open our minds to the scrutiny of pure truth and reason. We are not afraid of any man, any malice, any marsupial. Okay, what do you have against marsupials? We are
Pathfinders!
Well, he said it.
Act like it is your soul!
Oh my god, calm down. You're freaking me out. Yes, sir! Good. And now, on to business. You're likely aware of the fact that tabloid writers often have pressing deadlines. Yes? I hear that the regular pace is around 10 article stubs per day. Well, that is not how Supernature operates, Miss Hart. Quality over quantity, perfection over precipitance, extraordinary over expedited. The other staff will oversee the regular articles. You, Miss Hart, have a special assignment. You're my trap card, Miss Hart, my joker. Joker? And an ace? I thought the jokers are usually bad. What do you have in mind? Have you retrieved your mail? Yes. There should be a manila envelope sent from Cypress Fortunes. Oh, the envelope that looks like spam? Cypress Fortune is a dummy company to protect our privacy. Pay the name no heed. Right. Look through the envelope's contents. Looking right now. Oh god, did he send me nudes? Julie Regal? Oh, July Regal. Independent singer-songwriter born July 14th. Is this someone who died and her ghost is haunting somewhere? Keep reading. Marine Teller. Independently wealthy entrepreneur. Unknown birth date. Beckett Armistice, diner owner and manager. Helton Augustine, package delivery driver. Leaf Lewis, audio engineer and music store clerk. And last one, Zachary Harvenfest, elementary school teacher.
Well,
You will notice that these are 6 living individuals who appear ordinary with ordinary occupations. Nothing could be further from the truth. Are they possessed?
no.
Werewolves?
No.
Vampires?
Miss Hart.
Sorry, just guessing.
Ah,
We have recently received a trustworthy anonymous tip that each of these people may be housing the spirits of these Zodiacs. Trustworthy anonymous tip? Is that an issue? No, sir. Not at all. What are the spirits of the Zodiacs?
well,
Not much is known about them. Investigating details will be your job. So, an anonymous tip from an unknown lead that might not exist? Yes, sir. You're to observe these 6 subjects in a detailed manner and write up anything that appears suspicious. Provide details on how a spirit of the Zodiac works and how it affects a person's life. Yes, sir. Report to me whenever possible, though it is likely you will encounter dangerous situations where it is not. Do not worry, your contract will only terminate after a month of no contact. Only? Okay. Dangerous situations, sir? Recall the interview questions. Expect moments like that. Being shot at, sir? And held hostage? Among other things, naturally. Did you not read the liability waiver that came with the contract? I did, but...
well,
Then, seeing as you signed it regardless, it appears there is no issue. Whoops, didn't read it. Continue, sir. I understand that this particular job may be very difficult. There are, after all, no connections between the suspects. So, sir, just to clarify, our only lead is this anonymous tip?
indeed.
Precisely. Okay, sir, I'll work something out. That is what I like to hear. I shall contact you near the time of your first deadline. Very well. Well, fudge nickels. Really? I should have been thankful. Most tabloids just spin stories off the top of their heads to get more viewership. No research, no reliable sources, no evidence. Just a convincing narrative that appeals to people's sense of morbid fascination. If the editors are feeling particularly high budget, they might even throw in a skillfully manipulated image of an interview with a bride witness. Supernature was, in more than one way, totally unique. And one day, maybe I'd become a genuine Pathfinder myself. Interesting. Okay, looks like this is it. Mutt's Morsels Diner, owned and managed by Beckett Armistice. Seems like a good target to start with. He has a public restaurant, so it shouldn't be hard to get a little info. Not at all. It'll be perfectly easy. Get a cup of Joe, ask a couple questions. Fine. The place was eclectic, but in a charming way. The core of a simple diner had been retrofitted with scattered traditional decor elements like lanterns, brush paintings, and a broad panel of stained glass. It had character, history, almost like climbing through your grandma's attic and piling all your findings to one big, bright collage. I surreptitiously, snapped a few shots to my camera as I entered. Documentation was everything, after all. Picked or didn't happen could be a legitimate argument in the media industry.
Hi.
Welcome! How many? Just one. Right this way, please. You have no face. Can I get you anything to drink? Water's fine, thanks.
Sure.
I'll be right back. I need to have a look around this area. Sorry, waitress. You can't just go snooping. This is where I should have stepped away. This right here was a moment of no return. And it's also probably illegal. I hear a voice coming from that office.
And so?
The withering bluster of the gale pounds against the ground. It shrieks, ghost-like, screams against his boots. Quiet as rain, Lidal steps forward. His fingers are steady as he unsheathes his blade. Indeed, Chouinet sings gently and catches the last scraps of moonlight against his edge. It appears just as hungry for justice as he. Is someone reading a play? Aww, how cute! I peered into the office at the end of the hall. Beckett Armistice was sitting leisurely on the floor, looking more like a babysitter than a restaurant manager. A bright-eyed little boy draped cozily over his shoulder, and at his side a little girl was listening intently.
Well.
And that's the end of the chapter. Time to go.
Uh-huh.
No, Uncle Beckett! Uncle, huh?
Uncle.
Uncle, you can't possibly stop there. Please, a few more pages. Pretty please? Oh, alright, but just a few more. A flicker of motion catches Lidal's periphery. He halts at once. He knows his presence. He has sensed it before. So you have come, whispers the shadow. The traitor! The traitor! Yes, and at the very moment, the rhythmic brush of the nail begins. Bong, bong, like the footsteps of an approaching demon, like a fugue sung by the moon. I have come, confirms Lidal. He is gentle and somber. He raises Chouinet. His heart aches deep in his chest. You would raise your hand against your own flesh and blood, scoffs the figure. Lidal stills, but his hands do not tremble. You're not my brother. No longer. And then Chouinet comes singing downward.
And so
smote him.
Yes!
Justice is served! Yay! Lidal wins again! It appears that your father has arrived. Josie, Jeffrey. Go along, he's waiting outside. Aww. What? They're coming this way. You better walk fast. Oh, God. I instinctively scrambled away from the door and dove into a pile of cardboard boxes by the kitchen. In hindsight, it was totally ridiculous trying to hide from someone like Beckett Armistice. After all, if finders really were keepers, then Beckett would own everything in the world. Look how cute they are. Okay, bye, I guess. As I crouched in my makeshift cover, Beckett waved off the two children that he had been entertaining. But the moment they disappeared down the corner, he swiveled around, eyes hard. He stormed right to where I was hiding, casually removing a single box that exposed my head and leaned over me. How'd you know?
Hey.
Hello. Hi. Do you make it a habit to assimilate with cardboard boxes? Not generally, no.
Well?
Then this is? An exception?
Huh.
Really? For what occasion? This is quite possibly the worst way that the situation could have turned out. Happy National Box Day! Here, you get one too. Oh, man. They are my boxes. Yeah, they are. So the question that begs, what are you doing here? I was looking for the bathroom? No way, I already look way too suspicious. How did this guy know where I was hiding? Faint! When in doubt, faint. I don't feel so good. Oh dear, sir, is this woman unconscious?
Perhaps.
It appears that she fainted. Throw her in the cauldron with the others. Yes, sir. Medium rare?
Well,
Medium rare always turns out a bit stringy, don't you think?
Huh.
Then I'll inform the chef to prepare it rare. What are you guys even talking about? Oh, the customer miraculously recovered. Should I still prep the cauldron, sir?
no.
It's fine. You're dismissed. Miss, you gotta see the look on your face. Ah, that was entertaining. Joking about cooking customers? You have a very strange sense of humor. I was only teasing. My apologies. He sounds completely insincere.
However,
If you didn't want to hear such nonsense, perhaps you shouldn't have made your own. Over dramatic, don't you think? A fainting display? And now he sounds intimidating. Sorry. Are you going to report me? For now, I have no intention of reporting you. However, if you don't mind, I have just one more thing to verify. May I see your camera? Camera? Oh, of course. Is there something wrong?
hey,
These pictures are rather stunning. Sorry? I originally presumed that you might be taking malicious photos, but it appears that you are simply taking references of decor inspiration. Are you a photographer? Me? Oh, yes! I am a photographer. My concentration was in visual communication, which involved a lot of photography and design, but in this situation, it seems better to claim that I'm a photographer rather than a journalist. It seemed like a coincidence of unusual proportions. He deliberated for a moment, like he was weighing a very important decision. Which, in fact, he was, not that I knew it. Well, what are your rates? I've been looking to relaunch our website with a new design, which includes several large picture headers. From what I've seen, your work is more than adequate. Oh, this is awkward. You mean you're hiring me? This was a rather unusual process, even by my standards. I'll admit that much. But simply put, yes. I far prefer to work with someone whom I've already met in person rather than a complete stranger. Besides, you're... Never mind, some things ought to be left unsaid. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Would you like time to think over the reposition? No, I mean, it's great. I am thankful. It's very convenient to learn more about him as a target. How could I contact you? Here's my business card. I'll contact you tomorrow morning. I'll send over my portfolio, terms, the like.
Alright.
After Googling them secretly. Very well. Now, if you don't mind, I have an order to deliver. Oh, yes, of course. Wait right here. Hello? Beckett slipped into the kitchen, his steps light and perfectly balanced. When he returned, a hefty bag of takeout was draped over one hand.
Hey.
Here. Oh. Oh? Please, deliver this for me. Bitch. Oh, okay. Deliver it?
Yes.
Yes. Frankly speaking, you owe me for trespassing. Oh, fair enough. Where does this takeout need to go? Is it far? Is this a problem? Well, I don't have a car unless you want to lend me one. Down payment, maintenance fees, driver's insurance. I can't afford it on top of an apartment. For now, I'll just use public transportation and a bike. I see. At this time, the customer's probably in Clementine Park, which is just down the street. Probably. And if he's not, so luck. I suppose he won't receive his takeout. Is that an ethical business practice?
Well,
It's fine. He'll understand. If you excuse me, I should return to work. We had an interesting first encounter, but all in all, it was nice to meet you, Miss Allison. My regards. Wait, did I say my name? Wait, did I? He's already heading back to the diner. Beckett, can I ask a question? This is risky, but it's really nagging at me. You found me in pretty suspicious circumstances. Why do you trust me? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I thought...
Don't you think that going through life with nothing but doubt is a little miserable? Good day, Miss Allison. Huh. This is my first encounter with Beckett Armistice. And on that note, I'm going to leave this episode of Zodiac Axis here. Really feeling it. Freaking, this game is gorgeous. What the heck, man? And the writing is so good. I actually think I'm going to make another video of this because I freaking love it. For now, if you want to show me some love that like and subscribe button. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.